5 years since Feed the Hunger Foundation was founded, we've been able to do our work in 6 countries across the world.
Cuando mi marido se fue a la guerra y ahora yo saqué uno de $400. Esta parcelita mía le vamos a sembrar cacao, le vamos a sembrar plátano para la sombra también. Ellos me aprecian mucho y ellos siempre se alegran, dice, de que yo de la nada he podido luchar y sacarlos adelante. Y ahí seguimos luchando por superar, siempre con el apoyo, dándolos entre todos, la familia, trabajamos unidos.
To do work locally and to do work globally, there is such a bringing together of the hearts, the minds, the souls of people that it almost doesn't matter where in the world it occurs. So many of the wonderful things that we've learned internationally, the strength of communities, the ability of individuals to be resilient, are really many of the strengths that we have here at home in Hawaii.
Here in Hawaii, we started our work 4 years ago and have been able to make many loans. We've made loans to small farmers, small catering companies, even to some nonprofits who are focused on sustaining the cultural Hawaiian practices.
Through the support of the Feed the Hunger Foundation, we were able to start working on our diversified agriculture plan. Wetland taro is about a 9 to 12 month crop. We try to plant it so we have regular harvest, but if something happens within that time, we feel that loss significantly. So what we've decided to do is, because we have so much of this dryland area, is hopefully remediate the soils and be able to grow food on it. And one of the things we're starting with are these peppers. The loan was important to us, even though there is a risk and there's certainly some expense with that money, but it did allow us the freedom to pursue these kinds of diversified projects, go beyond what the grants are limiting us to. And I think that's really important in terms of the kinds of sustainability that a lot of our funders and supporters want to see.
This organization has a really grand plan of restoring the richness and vibrancy of an agricultural aspect to their culture. They're going to be creating jobs for local people. They're going to be growing healthy food. They're going to be restoring a sense of pride in this place that once was one of the great breadbaskets for this area. This is a clear social entrepreneurship model. I started looking at this and looking at the potential and realized that actually in this one place we could potentially increase by 50% statewide output in taro. Wow.
Feed the Hunger Foundation focuses on small businesses, those that form the very backbone of our economy. Feed the Hunger Foundation really believes in focusing on the individual needs of our borrowers. So we've been able to make loans as little as $2,000 and as high as $50,000 to nonprofit organizations. In the coming year, we will be able to expand our loans into the $100,000 range and above, really working with our partners, our borrowers, our clients in the field to ensure that they are successful and that they are able to get what they need.
What we're hoping to do is increase the productivity of the island and hoping to increase the productivity of the adaptations farming system with that. I think that if we're going to have a sustainable community, having people with small farms and a wide range of crops is basic to that. What I would be looking at is look at these as incubating people into the loan system. So they're learning how to use loans, getting a track record and paying it back. And if they're successful with $5,000, we're hoping the program will expand to get them like $10,000 on the next loan, and the money will be used to loan to other growers. If they can do the $10,000 loan, then they're starting to be at the bottom rungs of your regular business model, but they've already proven to be successful. Quite a few people are running their farms based off of credit cards, so they're paying, 14 to 25%. And at the same time, the larger organization, the banks are getting their money right now at near 0%. And that discrepancy is what I hope this pilot program can help break down. So I think developing a sense of community is important.
In the 4 years that we've done work here in Hawaii, we've now found ourselves in the position of having just about $1.4 million in our portfolio to lend out in the state of Hawaii, which for us is very exciting because we can see the impact that we're making on small businesses and also in the infrastructure with which these businesses need to connect. We also understand that in working with new businesses, small businesses, that a loan is not the only tool for success. So we spend a bulk of our time forging partnerships to make sure that each business has what they need in order to be successful. Sometimes that means partnering with other organizations that will help with business plan writing, with financial projections, with help in marketing, help in distribution. Because we know that for these small businesses to be successful, it takes more than just capital.
3 years ago, I've been working with the Thai trafficking population. They have 12 farmers on the 5-acre land, so total is 60 acres. For the farmers, they need all the help that they could. The first loan that they receive is just a start for them. Feed the Hunger that came aboard and lend each individual the funding to start up their farm. So they get to buy pipe, they went to buy seed, fertilizer, and starting their crops. So it has been 1 year now. Because of that funding, they can make money and put back the money into the field. They are self-sufficient now. Not one of them is under public assistance. The children are going to school, they support the children. So the success of this project that I see is family reunion. The family that was separated for 7 years, and they came. So at least they are together.
The exciting part of this work for me personally is the fact that we get to build relationships. We feel that in order to be successful, it really is relationship based. What we're doing is providing opportunities in the form of loans to people who are just so committed to empowering their children, their families, their community, and who daily do selfless acts to help others. And for me, it's a very rewarding experience to be able to be a part of making that dream and their passions come true.
I think I've been the most inspired by seeing strong individuals and recognizing Feed the Hunger Foundation plays just a small part in helping to create that difference and to make that change. And in doing that, having it reach those most in need, those who have less resources, so that they can be a vibrant part of our communities and to enable these communities to grow. As we move forward in this next year, it's our hope to not just be funding individual borrowers, but in helping to create new ways of doing things, to not only be giving loans that enable people to lease land, but now to be giving loans that will enable people to own their own lands. We also want to provide loans to farmers so that they don't just have to sell to middlemen, that they can create their own marketplaces, that they can create their own distribution systems so that they can earn a better wage. By investing in Feed the Hunger Foundation, you're not only investing in your community, but the community of your children and your grandchildren.